Austin, Texas is one of the most talked about real estate markets in the country, and the median sales price just hit another all-time high in the month of May. Tricia Tumlinson with the Tumlinson Group at Douglas Elliman, your trusted real estate advisor, and I'm here to break down what's actually happening in the Austin market and why now might be the best time to make a move. Before I dive in, I wanted to remind you to drop a comment below, as I do want to hear from you, and I'm curious about what questions you have about the market and real estate in general. So drop a comment below and let me know. The median sales price in May in the city of Austin hit another record this past month, coming in at $667,000. That is an 18% increase compared to where we were last year. This is on trend to what we've seen over the past year, with many parts of Austin appreciating 20% or more annually. Also noteworthy on this report is that inventory has increased to 1 month's supply, which is 0.3 higher than it was last month. Now, some news outlets may have you thinking an increase in inventory means we're headed towards a market crash. However, this is likely not the case, as an increase in inventory is pretty common for this time of year. People want to list their homes once school is out. In fact, May through August tends to be the highest months for housing inventory historically. This is what we refer to as seasonality. Let's take a moment and look at the market in the summer of 2017, 2018, and 2019, aka pre-pandemic, and compare to how the market currently is performing. You'll see a lot of similarities here, with inventory increasing along with prices. You'll also notice that the average interest rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage in 2018 was 4.5%. Compared that with the 2022 average, we're at 4.32. So yes, that's right. We had similar interest rates about 4 years ago. And what happened? They came back down, which we expect to happen again. We're just not sure exactly when. My prediction is that it will be in the next 3 to 5 years, at which time you can refinance just like everyone did in 2020. This is why now is a great time to make a purchase. And I'm not just saying that as a real estate agent. Sure, rates are higher than they were last year, but they're also likely to come back down. And you know what isn't likely to come back down? Home prices. We're expecting those to continue to rise, though they may not do so at 20% year over year. So here's what you can expect as a buyer in today's market. If a house is priced below market value and is move-in ready, you could still be competing with a number of other buyers, which means multiple offers above the list price and having to waive contingencies, much like we saw in 2018 and 2019. However, there are a number of move-in ready homes on the market that are priced too high for today's buyers. We'll see this in days on market. These properties have been sitting on the market for 14 or more days and have already reduced the price once or are planning to do so. There's usually nothing fundamentally wrong with these properties. However, the seller simply overestimated how much their neighborhood appreciated since the last sale. For instance, one of our clients was able to contract on a house this past week $30,000 below the list price. And guess what? My clients are still paying $15,000 more than the last comp, which closed less than 30 days ago. That's an increase of 2.3% in 1 month. That's the kind of appreciation we used to get in a whole year. Sellers have been spoiled the last few years with increases in value that just simply aren't sustainable, and the market is naturally correcting. Experts are anticipating a tapering off of appreciation with a 5 to 10% annual return. And let's be honest, that's better than a lot of our stock portfolios these days. Sellers can still get a record price on their home and take advantage of hundreds of thousands worth of equity as long as they price their property correctly, and buyers can take advantage of more inventory and less competition. The last thing I'll say before wrapping up is that the average sales price will likely come down a bit this fall, as it has literally every year. Home prices probably won't drop 30 to 40%. They will come down slightly as many buyers take a break from home shopping to get kiddos back in school or take their last vacations of the summer. Then buyers re-enter the market in October in a rush to get into a property before the holidays. Again, this is what we call seasonality. While the real estate market will soften this fall, as it often does, likely that interest rates will continue to rise. So do yourself a favor, buy a property now while you can afford the most, because the reality is, while we are still in a seller's market, ambitious pricing and rising interest rates make it a unique time for buyers, and this summer may be the lowest rates and prices we see all year. As always, we love being your trusted real estate advisory team, so don't hesitate to drop a comment below or DM me your questions. We're here to serve you.